unit quantities and number. A result that describes a quantitative measurement of a property is called quantity or physical quantity, and it always consists of a number and a unit. Number and unit are both important. A retreat of quantities is when number and unit are multiplied together.
Đây là màu tím, không phải màu hồng. Nghĩa đẹp. Vì sao con màu tím?
We know that in the process of observation, there is one thing that we can hardly skip, and is experiments. And when it comes to how well we have conducted your experiment, there are some criteria that we should notice. There are precision and accuracy of the experiment. So the concept of precision is a measurement of how well the several determinations of a quantity agree, or in other words, it can be understood as the uniformity of the results we have gathered from the experiment. So sometimes we have to carry out a test several times and the results might not be the same at all. But if the results are just slightly different, then it can be said that we have had a precise measurement. Otherwise, if the results differ vastly, it is pretty sure that we have failed in terms of precision. Meanwhile, accuracy assess how close the results gathered are from an exact result. We know that in any test or any experiments, there is a result that can be considered ideal. For example, in a dart throwing game, a shot that hits the bullseye is considered an ideal result. And similarly, if our results are close to the exact results, it is an accurate measurement that we have, but otherwise it is inaccurate. An important feature in expressing precise results are significant figures. The concept is a little bit abstract to understand, but there are some simple rules that we can follow in dealing with significant figures. The first rule is about determining the number of significant figures in a number. There are some points that you have to note. The first one is that all non-zeros figures as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are significant. For example, this number has 3 significant figures. The second point is that for a number which is greater than 1, for example, all the zeros that is located to the right of the decimal point are significant. Here you can see that this number has 2 significant figures. But for a number smaller than 1, these 2 zeros are not considered significant. Only the zeros that located to the right of the first non-zero digit are called significant. So this one also has 2 significant figures. And for a number that is written in scientific notation, We can see that all the numbers, all the figures of the number A are considered significant. And the second rule in dealing with significant figures are by adding and subtracting numbers. For example, now I have a calculation. An addition. This number has one decimal place and this number has two decimal places. Here the exact result has two decimal places, but it should be rounded off to one decimal place because this term has only one decimal place. The third rule and also the last rule is about multiplication and division. I also have an example for you. Numerator has 4 significant figures and the denominator has 3 significant figures, and then the results should have 3 significant figures. So thank you for listening.